Lexus is Toyota's luxury division, also known as I want to overpay for my Toyota. Lexus came onto the scene in 1989, which is the same year the Nintendo Game Boy came out, which is arguably more important. Lexus wasn't even being sold in Japan, where it was created, until 2005. Instead, it was just being sold as Toyotas because, I don't know, why not? Lexus does have its F-Sport lineup, which can get pretty gnarly, but we're definitely not in that realm of car today. The Lexus IS300 came out in 2001 and was famous for having the extremely sought-after 2JZ engine. However, this isn't the 2JZ engine. This is the GE with the naturally aspirated inline-6 engine, which is like trying to get drunk on non-alcoholic beer. Looks like beer, smells like beer, but it's not fun like beer. The 2005 Lexus IS300 had an original MSRP of $31,000, which means you could get 4,326 Cantina Margarita Twisted Freezes from Taco Bell Cantina, which is Taco Bell's luxury division. This car has depreciated hard and been used and abused by the drift community for years. Today we sit down with an owner and have a good old chat. Driver to driver. Don't forget wheel size suspension, FitmentIndustries.com. Today I'm here with Austin Flowers. Austin Powers. Flowers. Flower power. All right, cool. Let's not beat it around the bush. How much you pay for that rear wheel drive luxury Camry?
Well, I actually traded a Volkswagen, and I probably only had like $2,000 into the Volkswagen, so.
$2,000 total? Like everything also? What kind of Volkswagen was it?
It was a 1.8 2004 Volkswagen Passat wagon.
You traded a Lagoon?
Yeah.
Why would you trade that? Lagoon gate. Oh my god. All right, so it's $2,000. How many miles were on it?
Volkswagen was like, the Volkswagen 160.
100. Okay, and then how many miles were on the IS300?
When I got it, it was like 122.
Okay, so you didn't have to throw any cash on top or anything? Why did this guy want the Lagoon so bad? It seemed like kind of a good deal.
I don't know.
Was there anything wrong with it?
I mean, Volkswagen had a check engine light on it, but otherwise, I mean, that's
Lexus, normal for Volkswagens, though.
Lexus was perfectly fine. I hopped in it.
You just traded straight up.
Yep.
Cool. All right. That's the first time on Driver someone did that. All right. So why'd you go with an IS300 though? Did you want to drift, or did you just hear the 2JZ thing and get excited a little bit, or what were you thinking there?
No. So the actual reason for getting the car was I was 16, about to get the driver's license, left Walmart with my parents, and I saw a red Lexus IS300 sitting outside, and I was like, all right, I need that car. Forgot about it, basically, like never thought anything of it.
Sure.
Did my cars, had what I had, and then also next thing you know, 2 years ago, I was like, I need an IS300. So went to go look, posted up my car, did a trade right for one, and I've had it ever since. So
interesting. So you see a red one in the Walmart parking lot, and then you're like, that's my dream car.
Correct.
Wonderful. All right. Have you ever referred to your car as a four-door Supra?
I have not.
Don't lie to me.
I have
You
not.
don't gotta lie to me.
No,
I don't care.
I do not refer it as a four-door Supra because it is not. I just have a regular GTE.
All right, okay, good to know. What's the IS300 community like now that you've been in it for a bit? Well, how long have you had the car?
Like a little bit over 2 years, I
A little
guess
over
you could
2 years.
say.
All right, so you've been in the community for a minute. What's it like?
I mean, I'd like to say it's pretty good. I have like group chats with some of the guys and stuff like that, but in all, I mean, there's some of them that are out there where they're not the nicest, but
you okay?
otherwise, I mean, most of them are helpful. You ask questions, you get answers.
That's dope.
There's a couple of questions that always get asked, like where the valve that they have on the engine, where someone's like, "Oh, what is that for?" and it's get asked like 12 billion times in group chats. So.
Oh, that sounds like a good time.
But otherwise,
you guys hang out at Walmart?
No, we don't hang out at Walmart.
I didn't know if that's
that.
why. Okay.
No.
Well, that's enough out of me. Let's hear from my extremely cool and loyal YouTube community, all right?
For wheel tire suspension, check out FitmentIndustries.com.
Pooties Magooties, that's a cool name by the way, has an important question, and he asks, so when are you swapping a real 2JZ into it?
All right, so with the 2 JZ, 1 JZ swaps, I'm actually not going that route. Next year, I'm going to pull the trigger, and I'm actually going to be buying an LS and then a T56 and swapping that into it. So a little bit of a different ballpark, but I want to do that just because I want a Corvette as well. So why not just mix the two together and have fun there?
So you want a Corvette, so you're like, instead of buying a Corvette or trading my car, I'm just going to put an LS in my car.
Yeah. Yep. Corvette,
Okay.
Lexus.
I mean, all right. I mean, most people, what you could do, 1 JZ, 2 JZ GTE, that'd be kind of cool, but you're like, no, I want Corvette.
Yeah, I want a big cam.
Are you going to get New Balance?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay. And khaki shorts?
Yep, I'll pull off the look.
Okay, good. All right. Janer Hernandez asks, I'm considering buying the IS300 for my first car, but I want them to be manual. Should I get one manual or get an automatic and make it manual, knowing it's more easier to find an automatic and cheaper?
So I've actually done the swap for the 5-speed just with a stock W55.
Sure.
If I had to be honest with you, I'd probably say buying one manual is the easiest way. If you have know how to do the work and everything like that, get one that's auto. You're gonna save some money just for like the price that you can pick one up for.
I mean,
manual.
Is it hard to find a manual though?
Not,
I heard it's pretty hard to find manual ones.
Not terrible. I mean, you gotta
Clean ones?
look. You might have to go farther out to go get them, but I mean, there's a fairly decent amount. But the only thing is, on the miles, you're talking about like 250,000, and the person still wants like $5,000 for it, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. So
Corvettes come in manual.
they do.
Razzo is curious and asks, how disappointed were you after you bought it and got gapped by minivans and struggled to get 15 miles per gallon? Former 03 5-speed manual owner here.
I cried.
Did you?
Yep.
You get gapped by a minivan?
Yeah.
Is this
I did.
slow?
Toyota Sienna passed me right up.
This actually happened. This guy must know you. Holy shit. And you get like 15 miles per gallon in that thing?
I mean, I'd like to say probably not anymore, just with my exhaust now, but
Oh, how much exhaust adding for MPG?
I don't even know, but all I know is it sucks on gas.
Why? That's terrible. Anything around that for a 6-cylinder, that's garbage.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I would
And
like,
it's slow. What is the benefit?
I'd like to say the dashboard looks kind of cool though with like the MPG, because then you can see it like fluctuate. But that's that's the only cool
Okay,
thing.
so it gets low miles per gallon. That's okay because it looks cool when it does it on the dashboard.
Yeah.
Okay. Mauve Raindrop asks, what are the pros and cons of owning one?
I mean, I don't really have any cons with it.
Brother, we just talked about the MPG, remember?
Well, yeah, I guess MPG, yes. One con there.
So the math.
But otherwise, I mean, pluses of it, I'd have to say it's in all a great car. I mean, I've really had no issues with it.
So the positive, no issues. Negative, miles per gallon.
Yeah.
Devon Willridge is asking the important things. He says, you still have bedwetting issues, don't you?
Nah.
All right,
not
Maxie
really.
9506 wants to look like you and asks, who is the wheel manufacturer and what are the specs on the wheels and tires?
So right now, I have a set of Rotoform CCVs. They're 18 by 9.5 plus 22 with a little mild stretch. 215/35, but I am going to be switching it up. I just picked up a set of KMPs, so going to do the 5-spoke wheel, and then with that, going to get some brake upgrades going in there.
Ooh.
And,
You don't like the sink drain wheels no more?
no, I don't.
Okay. Brandon Inks wants to know, is the T in 2JZ GTE important?
I mean, I'd like to say it is. A turbo is
I'd
always
say so.
important. Yes.
That'd be cool, right?
Yep.
Or LS.
Yeah, LS, I mean, you think LS, you could put a turbo on that too. And
I think I'd rather have 2JZ GTE.
I mean, either or.
New Balance, turbo, New Balance, turbo. I get it. Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty. What mods do you have done to that?
Mods, I mean, I have a handful of mods that I've done.
Let
to
me
it.
hear them. I want to hear them. The people want to know.
I love carbon fiber. That is the one thing.
Yeah, I do.
So,
I like carbon fiber.
a lot of carbon fiber pieces that are in it, like custom steering wheel, the whole inside of it. I've done like diamond stitch floor mats,
Okay.
racing seats.
What kind of racing seats?
The racing seats, they're, I'm going to mispronounce it, starts with a B.
Brougham?
Yeah, Brougham.
I heard those are kind of like computer chairs.
They're pretty comfy.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really drive the car too much. I mean, it's been sitting on jack stands for doing the swap and stuff like that. So
Doing a swap. Wait, you already started doing the LS swap?
no, the manual swap. So
Oh,
I
the
just
manual
finished-
swap. I thought you were done with the manual swap.
Just finished the manual swap.
Oh, man.
probably 2 weeks ago.
So you haven't had any problems, but you're probably gonna have problems.
Yeah.
But okay, so you have a ton of carbon fiber goodies, diamond stitch floor mats.
The other couple things is I got full air ride suspension on it.
Ooh, air ride, good choice.
I've done the control arms, upper lowers, just a couple of things for just suspension. The wheels set up, I guess, as well. And then duckbill, and then I also have a full lip kit that's going to be going on it. Carbon APR front splitter, carbon side and hood, carbon front grille.
You do look carbon fiber. You were around.
Carbon fog lights.
Carbon fiber fog lights?
Yeah.
With the bezels, you mean?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant carbon fiber light bulbs.
No, we
That'd be
we
kinda
aren't
cool.
that far. We aren't that far
Okay,
yet.
well, you're making me nervous. So you did a lot of cosmetic stuff, I see. Like, what do you got done to the motor?
Motor, as I said with the LS swap, I just did headers, just MIG racing mid pipe, and then a custom just 2.5 inch straight pipe throughout the back with blast pipes on it. Intake system. Basically, that's pretty much it for the motor. I mean, I have strut tower bars and stuff like that are kind of cosmetic
So
stuff, but
you got intake and exhaust.
pretty much, yeah.
But then you spend 10 grand on carbon fiber.
Yeah, because it looks cool.
How much horsepower are you putting down?
Probably stock 215.
How much money do you think you have into this thing?
I've actually done the math before.
Oh,
and
God.
I kind of stopped when I went to all the carbon goodies and stuff like that, but
Lexus math.
I think I was probably somewhere coming pretty close to 10 grand, but I don't know, I'm having fun with
So
it.
you put 10 grand. No, you gotta be more into that. The air ride
Yeah,
and the wheels.
yeah.
And then all that carbon fiber. I mean, okay, so if you're around 10 grand, and essentially this car is worth 2 grand.
Like to say, yeah, probably.
So you put 10 grand into a car that's worth 2 grand.
Yeah.
Do you have any more plans for it? I mean, you're talking about the LS swap. Are you actually gonna do it, or are you one of those guys that just talks about doing it for 8 years straight and then never does it?
I 100% am going to pull the trigger on the LS swap.
Your guys' $2,000 car we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
IS300.
Yep.
You better not bump into anything or hope no one gives you a fender bender. It's gonna cost 18 grand.
Yep.
Oh my god. Alright. Do you have any plans to drift this thing or do what IS300s are meant to do, not just go park it on a baseball field?
So I want to autocross it. I want to try it.
I think it'd be cool to drift on air.
I'm going to go to an event. I'm gonna try it. Hopefully I don't crash and hopefully I don't mess up
So you're
my
gonna
car.
go autocross with the LS in it?
I'm gonna do it this year with just a regular GE, and then
It's gonna be some weird weight distribution in that bad boy. I'm surprised it airs out. I'm surprised it's not so light with all the carbon fiber that you go to air out and then it just stays there because there's no weight to bring it down. Maybe one day, right?
maybe one.
Okay.
day.
Has 6-cylinder, but it's bad on MPG, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not fast.
Yeah.
Seems like a good car to start off with. What would you recommend to somebody looking at getting an IS300?
Get one that's cleaned, or that's clean. Gosh, I can't
Get
even
one
talk.
that's clean because they're sticky.
Because you can find some out there, I just saw someone that sold one that had 60K on it. That was a 5-speed manual for $5 grand. And I see people paying
Damn, you got ripped off.
yeah, I see people that paying $4 grand for one that's got 160 on it and it's an automatic and it's
Ooh.
if you look, they're out there. You might have to travel, but there's a good community out there that would help you find a good one as well, too.
Good to know. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Thanks for Awesome Powers being groovy and let's poke fun at his Wish App Supra. If you have any suggestions for someone else that should be on the show, drop me a comment below. Wheel Star Suspension, fitmentindustries.com.
Peace. You gonna stop waving?
That's my line.